However, at that point in time, normally two thought processes come into play. The first one is the person in question resigns herself to the fact that this is happening and says, okay, got you, I've not got long of this earth. I'll put my affairs in order and I'll be on the glide slope. Job done. The second person has got a bit more of a spark in it. They say, whoa, 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 hang on a minute, I ain't having this. This ain't right, I'm not having this, that I'm cashing my checks and I'm out. And they say no to it. And then they start doing what? They look at non-traditional medicine, energy work, prayer, healing, all the alternative stuff. That's not becoming that alternative now, it's becoming more and more mainstream, thank goodness. However, it's going to be like that, I feel, with this stuff. When all the traditional mainstream stuff starts getting wobbly, like the banks are doing, like the politicians are doing, like all the other big institutions that are not based in truth and integrity are doing, people are going to get worried, going to get terrified, and when it all starts crumbling, they're going to be petrified, like they are when they're given a diagnosis. And what are they going to do? They're going to look round, and who are they going to see? They're going to see you guys, because you're going to be stood there like beacons of light, because you've walked this path before. You are the spiritual snowplows. The lady who's in this morning talking about being a shit shoveler, yes, we are the spiritual snowplows. My youngest son said that. He said, well, like snowplows, Dad, you're just ploughing the way, so these young, beautiful, high vibrational souls that couldn't cope in the density that was previous when we've been shoveling it, they're coming in now and they're making real inroads and supporting us. And that's going on. That's going on. So, as we do this and the thing changes, they're going to look to these lights, these pillars of light, call them what you will, and you're going to say, yeah, come over here, it's okay. There is another way. Just because everything you knew fell apart, that's fine. Come over here, there is another way. And I liken it to saying, right, okay, I'm Mark, I'm one of the crazy ones, I'm well up for that. I'm going to walk this way. Come with me if you want. But if you don't want, that's fine, you walk that way. And then when things crumble, you can come over here, fine. And I've talked to a lot of people this weekend, and they feel very similar. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a crazy one. Because the crazy ones eventually become the ones that get out the box. They're the ones that move forward. So it just remains to say thank you ever so much for being part of my journey. I've absolutely loved being here in this energy with all you amazing people. You've picked a great time to be back on the planet, and it ain't an accident. You know that on a very deep level. Just do what you come to do. Bless you and thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We've tried meditation this weekend. We've tried Tai Chi, things that we've never ever come across and tried before.
Yeah, it's been great.
It's been wonderful. Taking away some real nice energies and new things to take away and try at home, and helps turn other people onto as well. And this week I was 40 on Sunday, and we've had a month-long celebration with family and friends, parties, camping, and my best mate here, Kev, he's paid for me to come here this weekend as a surprise, and it's just been the most spiritually enlightening thing I've ever done in my life.
Well, we're from Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham City Centre.
Yeah, well, basically what it was, Truth Juice. I came across it beforehand, well, mainly because of hearing John Harris was going to be talking. Went up there and basically enjoyed myself for the collection of people coming to seek truth, one thing, which is truth, very powerful thing. And I met Vicky, beautiful girl, and she kept me updated that this camp was happening. It sounded like very 70s, hippie, everyone coming together, peace and love and stuff. And I thought I'd enjoy that, especially with the nature. Mainly I came for the nature, but it's ended up being more about the people, to tell you the truth.
Food was amazing.
I normally go 5 days a week and eat meat on the weekends. I am so glad that I had vegetarian this week, and I've got to be saying it's wonderful for my stomach. So very happy, and I'm probably going to continue on as I began.
The food was lovely, the surroundings was lovely, even eating in a tent was lovely. It's all been really appropriate.
First of all, have you enjoyed your weekend?
Yes, very much so. I thought it was fantastic.
Yes, I do. I think everyone else does as well.
Surrounded by all these total crazies, you know, it's wonderful though. I'm one amongst them.
This two that I can very vividly remember was the last one that we had was Mark, I think, about empowerment. And the other really good speaker was Nick on sacred geometry.
By far, Nick with the sacred geometry.
Everyone like that.
Everyone like that. A man who enjoys his shapes, can play around with some nice little like diamond things, is a man I can trust.
Pardon?
The toilets. Now, I've got to say about the toilets. I have got a quick story about toilets. The toilets, I've got to say, I'm very.
How come we ended up with a toilet interview?
Very particular.
That's all I want to know.
Very particular about the toilets. So I kind of held it, and at 1 o'clock on Saturday.
If I'd have known, I'd have had a separate interview.
I held it, and you know what? And I went in there, and they were so clean, and there was no smell. And you know, you always think you're going to look down and see something, and there was nothing there. It was just cleanness. So I was very, very impressed with the toilets.
I thought the sawdust was a nice idea, and you know, it felt like I was pooing into infinity. But the Portaloos had running water and soap, so...
It was very good, it was really good. I enjoyed the open mic night, that was brilliant. Everybody talking from their hearts, really good information. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
My favourite speaker has to be Charlie, because he's my boyfriend, and even though I've heard him talk before, I just think that activism is really important, and getting out in the streets is really important, spreading the message, so hopefully this video will reach people too.
Well, this has been a really, really big hit. We were all a bit worried that we hadn't done enough organising, or we hadn't made sure we'd dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's, but I think everybody's had a wonderful, wonderful time.
On the open mic night, it was the first time I've spoken about anarchy. I used to be involved in youth politics, so I'd spoken about various kind of small issues, but anarchy is a rather large issue, so it was really nice. It was just the right size and amount of people and a great atmosphere to speak your mind, like for the first time on that issue. I would love to speak again in the future. I'm starting up a society, so this is a good training ground for what I'm going to go on and do in the outside world, and probably what a lot of us are going to go out and do.
Anarchy just means no government, doesn't it? No control.
Yeah, it means without a head. So, without overall.
And isn't it great there's been no police presence here?
We've got the love police here.
Fantastic. I've been, investigating here, and through my investigations, yeah, you're right. The evidence shows there is no police here, and it's great. Authority and government and hierarchies are kind of many thousand-year-old institution, and it's time for it to change. It's like keeping the steam-powered train for the next 500 years when there's no need for it. We've got the instant connection with each other, with the internet, and also just on the kind of local level here. And as we've shown this weekend, there's no need for any authority. And we haven't felt the organisers here have been an authority. it's just a meeting of equals.